I got digital dash, can't ride with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, right through your block and I drop off the top. And I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say.
Leave a like on this video within the next 5 seconds for 2K to finally fix their servers. I would not risk it. Yo, what's up to YouTube? It's your boy Fitz back in with yet another video. And today I'm coming to you guys with the best animations in NBA 2K21, but not just the best animations. I'm gonna give you guys the only animations you need for the rest of NBA 2K21. I will not be updating this in another video. If I do, I do plan on giving y'all pretty much like the best animations for certain builds and stuff like that. But yeah, this is pretty much going to be all in one type video where I go over everything that you can even think of for NBA 2K21 when it comes to jump shots, dunk animations, dribble moves, post score animations, big man animations, even park animations, free throw, anything that you can think of in 2K21 for your my player. I'm gonna give you guys the best animation for that. So yeah, man, if you guys really want to support the video, because these videos take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of work, please smash, break, and destroy the like button. Subscribe, you know, man. We got more videos coming out every single day. Trust me, I'm gonna get back on my grind. I've been slacking lately, but trust, I'm gonna get back on my grind. Turn up notifications, be the first to every single my videos. Without further ado though, let's hop straight into the video. Now for this video, I'm actually going to be doing it a little bit different in comparison to my other videos when I do the best animations. I'm actually going to be doing this one based off of view count. So I'm going to do it based off of interest base. So the first one is going to be the most interesting thing to y'all based off of how many views I got on like a dunk package video or a jump shot video or a layup video. So all of this will be in order of what got most views. So last will probably be the less interesting thing to you, but I'm gonna still have the timestamps for everything so if you want to go to a certain point in the video, you will be able to do that. But first things first, when it comes to the dunk packages, we're gonna go over the dunk package. It's gonna be going over everything that you can think of for the dunk package. But first things first is going to be the one-hand dunk packages. Now, when it comes to the best one-hand dunk packages, it's very simple. You only need to really worry about 2 of them. None of the other ones are even debatable. But athletic one-handers off one and straight arm tomahawks are the 2 best one-hand dunk packages in the game. That's no cap. That's not a debate. It's really just that simple. But yeah, when it comes to that being said, one hand off one, that's pretty much the better, more consistent all around. But straight arm tomahawks has like one of the fastest dunk packages in the game, probably the best one hand animation in whole. But when it comes to the in package in whole, I would say there's a lot more of bad animations that you could get out of this dunk package. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say the one-hander off one, athletic one-handers off one is the better one for me, but because it's just more all around. But you can argue that straight arm tomahawks is better because it has that 1 or 2 animations that are just extremely overpowered. Alright, next is going to be the best 2-hand dunk packages in the game. When it comes to the best 2-hand dunk packages in the game, it's not too many to even go over. It's only really one you really need to put on, and that's going to be quick drops off one. Quick drops off one is just going to be the best all around dunk package in the game, in my opinion, when it comes to being the most unblockable, when it comes to being the quickest dunk package and just getting an automatic 2 points. Quick drops off one is going to be the best one. The only thing that really isn't on it is the showtime part, but you know what I'm saying, we got other dunk packages for that. So yeah. Alright, next is going to be the best like baseline reverse or baseline dunk package in the game. You can go with really any of the 3, but in my opinion, the best 2 is baseline reverses off 1 and baseline reverses off 2. If you go with the windmill, you're gonna be on the ground a lot. That's not really a great thing to be unless you're on the 2s. But in my opinion, the best one in the game is either 1 or 2 right now. But I would probably say I mainly more use 1 on certain builds and I use 2 on my bigs, but it really doesn't really matter. You can go with either one of those and you'll be perfectly fine. Alright, and when it comes to the dunk packages, it's probably gonna be the most popular portion of this part. It's going to be the Showtime dunk packages. Now when it comes to the best Showtime dunk packages, you got a lot of them that you can put on. Now if you don't know what Showtime does at this point of the game, I don't know what you're doing, but it's pretty much gonna give you a bonus to you and your teammates takeover whenever you do a flashy dunk, which is the point of what we're doing, or and one. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys pretty much dunk packages that's gonna do a flashy dunk every single time, and the flashier the dunk, the more bonus you get to takeover. So when it comes to windmill versus front windmills, windmills off one, and switcheroos, those are the 4 best ones. Now a lot of these other packages in this that I usually have the ability to get activate showtime, like athletic one-handers, straight arm tomahawks, front clutches, even quick drops off one. It's just extremely rare. These 4 actually gonna activate it every single time. Now my favorite one is windmill reverses because it gives you the biggest bonus at a way higher variety, and I get it to activate at the highest variety. Now switcheroos is up there with windmill reverses. The only thing I would say is it doesn't get you as much of a bonus, but you could argue in my opinion windmill reverses is the most unblockable one too, so that's another one. It's just for me, I guess it might be perfectly for my 6'3" slasher, but that just is what it is. But switcheroos is probably the most popular one. Windmills off one has always been like one of my favorite dunk packages in 2K. If you didn't know, 2K's had a lot of these packages in 2K for a long time, and Showtime actually made it able for me to use some of my favorite dunk packages I used to use on like 16 and 15 again. And then front windmills is a dunk package I've started to use lately, but I wouldn't say it's as good as the other 3. But yeah, it is another one. If you want to use something different, you can use that one also. But yeah, that's going to be the 4 Showtime dunk packages I would recommend. Alright, next. Now this is going to be the first time I kind of cover big man in this video, so yeah, when it comes to the best alley-oop packages, the one for big man I would go with every single time is pro. But if you can get both, just put on both. If you're a big man, if you're a guard, you don't really necessarily have to put on pro, but if you want to, you can. The only one you really need as a guard is elite. If you don't get elite, just put on pro. It's that simple. But if you get what I'm trying to say, if you're a big man, pro is better because you have the standard dunks and stuff like that, but it also has some other ones like regular alley-oops, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to be able to be a big man and do the catch the standing lobs, you really want to have on the pro. But the elite has like the flashier and the nastier animations, so you can put on both. That's why I really say it's the best one, but the better one for bigs is easily pro, so it's really up to you. Alright, next is going to be the best contact dunk packages in the game. Now when it comes to the contact dunk packages, what I would say off rip, if you want to have the highest frequency possible of getting a contact dunk, just put on every single contact package that you can possibly put on, whether that's pro, elite, and big man, whether that's pro, elite, and small, whether that's just pro and elite. Put them all on. It's just really that simple. Pro's gonna have like 8 minutes worth of animations. Elite only has like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Big man has around 2 minutes. Small has around 2 minutes. Elite, in my opinion, is the best one because it has the rarest and pretty much the flashiest and the best ones. Pro has some of the rarest ones too because it has 8 minutes worth of different animations, but yeah, I would still say elite is the best one. But yeah, if you want to have the highest frequency of getting a contact dunk, just put on every single package possible. If you want me to go in detail on how to get contact dunks, I will leave the link to the tutorial that I did going over contact dunks and dribbling. So yeah. Alright, next. Now if you're putting on part dunks, you're literally only putting it on at this point in the game for showtime. Now I can see people saying you put it on to have fun, but you know what I'm saying, that's really a topic for another day. If you want to just put on part dunks to have fun, just put them all on, you know what I'm saying, it's just that simple. But if you want the best ones for part dunks, go ahead and put on flight, and you'll be fine. It's that simple. Now I've said many times, it's really, this game is a game where like if you have a high dunk rating, you're not gonna really get blocked that often either way, so you really don't really have to worry about if you have a part dunk. It's just that simple. Alright, next is going to be the best alley-oop park alley-oop dunk packages. Now when it comes to the best park alley-oop dunk packages, we have 3 different ones that you can go with. This one you can really just put them all on. It's the same thing as alley-oops. If you get them all, just put them all on. If you get the park alley-oops, just put them all on. But this is what we're gonna go over for this one. Which one do I think is the best one? Every single time I do this video, I feel like I have a different one. One video I had park 2, one video I had park alley-oop 1, and lately I've been swaying more to Jordan Kill Gannon alley-oop. But that just goes to show you that the park alley-oops, if 2K doing anything right, it's the park alley-oops. Now one thing I would say about a lot of these animations, I really hope 2K come 22 on current gen, more likely on next gen, or most definitely on next gen, please come with new animations. We've had these same animations since 2K14. Can we please get new animations? Whether that's taking out all of the old ones and just putting in new ones, that's not the same thing, but I kind of hope they do that. But I know they're not gonna take out all the old ones, but at least give us some new animations, or a lot. Alright, next, now we're moving over into the dribbling side of the video. When it comes to the best dribble animations, first things first, we're gonna go over the dribble style. If you don't know what this is going to determine how you do anything in this game, when it comes to doing a regular dribble, running up the court, how you dribble when you're trying to do a combo, how you dribble when you do a speed glitch, how you dribble when you're trying to do anything in the game when it comes to dribbling. This is going to determine that and how fast you dribble. So yeah, dribble style, the only ones you really want to put on is quick or shifty. I've heard of people using Steve Nash, I've heard of people using Magic Johnson, but I'm gonna give you guys the safe answer and go with quick or shifty. I've never changed on this. Actually, I have changed on it when it came to what my main one is. At the beginning of the year, I use shifty. On next gen, I use shifty. Lately, I've been using quick. But like I said, I haven't really changed on what I've been saying. I've been telling y'all the whole year, go quick or shifty. Quick is the most popular. Shifty is kind of more my wave, but it's really up to you. All right, next is going to be the best crossovers animations in the game. You got two of them that you really can use. Now, if we're talking about the non-pro dribble moves, I would say Pro 3 is the best one. But when it comes to the pro dribble moves, you got Pro 2 and Pro 8. Now, Pro 8 is more useful for this game when it comes to trying to get speed glitches off, going up the court. That's what I use, Pro 8. I was using Pro 2 pretty much the whole year because of crossovers, but when it comes to doing that tween, going up the court, that Pro 8 is nice. It's really nice to combo with that behind the back, a crossover, even in between the legs. It just adds a completely different dimension for people trying to blitz you and stuff like that. So yeah, Pro 8 is what I would say is the best one in the game. Alright, next is going to be the best moving behind the back in the game. This is simple. It's not really up for debate. Pro 3. If you're using anything else, I guess you're just trying to be different, but this is by far the best one. Whether you're on next gen, on current gen, it's been this the whole way, the whole year. It's never changed. 2K needs to come with new animations, but yeah, this is the best one in the game by far. Alright, next is going to be the best moving spins in the game, easily, hands down. We got a lot of them to go over. Basic 1, Pro 2, and Pro 4. Those are the best 3 in the game. If you're talking about non-pro dribble moves, I believe it's normal 6 is the one I use. It's either normal 6 or normal 5. It's one of those for sure. You won't be able to go wrong. If you just look at it, you'll be able to tell the difference. Because one is gonna be the fastest one out of all like the non-pro dribble moves. That's for people that don't do half spins. If you do half spins, just go ahead and put on basic 1. But if you don't have the pro dribble moves, more than likely you can't even do half spins unless you're like in takeover or something like that. But yeah, basic 1 is probably like the meta one for half spins. Pro 2 and Pro 4 are the more balanced. Pro 4 has better I'm not meaning to say half spins, spin backs. Basic 1 is for spin backs. Pro 2 and Pro 4 are more balanced. Pro 4 has better spin backs, so Pro 4 is what I would probably recommend the most if you want to be able to do every single thing with your spin move, not just spin backs. But if you just put it on for spin backs, go with basic 1 or Pro 4. Alright, next. Now when it comes to the hezzies in the game, you can go with Pro 2, not Pro 2, but Pro 1, Pro 3, and Pro 8. When it comes to non-pro dribble moves, you can go with normal 3. That is by far the best one. If you've been playing 2K since 16, 17, you know what that is. But yeah, I don't need to say too much. But yeah, when it comes to the pros, Pro 1 and Pro 3, those are probably like just the regular hezzies. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. But if you want to be like the meta dribbler, go with Pro 8. That's pretty much what everybody uses. I've even started to get on the wave. It's just really like way more overpowered than the other two. It's kind of like comparing Pro 3 behind the back to the other ones. Once I started using it, I noticed how much more overpowered it is. So I would recommend Pro 8, but if you want to be different, go with Pro 1 or Pro 3. Pro 3, not Twee 3. Alright, next is going to be the best SIG size up. Now there's a lot you can go with on this one. Now when it comes to me, I just use normal. Normal is my favorite one in the game. It's been like that the whole year, but you can go with normal, elite, Tim Hardaway. But another one that's very popular for a lot of ISO players is Giannis Antetokounmpo. A lot of people have mentioned that. I've tested it out. It don't really work for me, and I actually ISO, but I don't really like doing 6 size ups to begin with unless I'm trying to do certain things. It's just really inconsistent to speed glitch out of on current gen. On next gen, I was actually able to use it very well to be able to speed boost out of, but there was no speed glitch on next gen. So, and the meta on current gen is the speed glitch, because that's pretty much the fastest way to move, because they patched speed boosting for whatever reason they did that. So yeah, size up, just go ahead and put on normal, but I would recommend just to not try to do this move. Alright, so right here, I'm pretty much just gonna give you guys pretty much the animations I use for the park and pretty much rec, pro, and whatever you want to say or call it. But yeah, these are the green animations that I use. Jump shot landings, green landings, whatever you want to call it. These are all of the animations that I use for everything I do. So whether I'm on my slashing playmaker, whether I'm on my slasher, my play shot, these are the jump shot landings I have and I believe are the best ones in the game. I'm gonna let these play. Alright, next is going to be the size up escape packages. Now this is going to be where you'll be able to find the curry slide, the explosive behind the back, or pretty much like all that type of stuff that you're really trying to figure out when it comes to like momentums and stuff like that. So yeah, this is how you're gonna be doing that. Now the pro side or the basic size up is gonna be determining how fast you do these type of animations, whether it's like a momentum crossover and stuff like that. This is where you're gonna be figuring out what momentum behind the back you're gonna do, what, you know what I'm saying, and what I'm saying. So yeah, the best ones in the game, Pro 2 and Pro 5. Pro 3 I used on next gen a lot. It's not good on current gen. I would just say use Pro 5. You're gonna be able to get the curry slide and the best momentum behind the back combo. If you use Pro 2, you're gonna get the curry slide, but the momentum behind the back on that one is not as good as this one. I would say there is a better momentum behind the back, but it doesn't have curry slide, and if you don't have curry slide on this game, you just at a disadvantage. But I'm not gonna lie, you don't necessarily need to have curry slide. It's just the fact that like the move that replaces the curry slide is so bad on current gen. Like if you use Pro 3 on current gen, it's so bad, but on next gen it's actually amazing. So it's really just up to you. Alright, and last but not least, before we end off the dribbling, is going to be the best triple threat styles. When it comes to triple threat styles, the best one is normal 4. This is what you're gonna be pretty much, if you pretty much catch the ball and you don't dribble and you do like jabs, this is how you're gonna get your jabs. You can do pump fakes for this. You get escape dribbles for this too, and that's kind of like a signature size up. And if we talk about the best size up animations, this is gonna be the best way to do that. So pretty much the escape dribbles, whether you're going left, right, forward, backwards, this is the package that's gonna give you the best thing for like size ups or just full canned animations, should I say. So yeah. Alright, next is going to be the best layup packages in the game. When it comes to the best layup packages in the game, my opinion is not really the debate. It's only 2 that you really need to worry about. Now on next gen, people try to argue that Circus is the best, but I still feel like Kyrie is the best. But the meta is Circus. I don't really know what the meta for current gen layups is, but I know what's by far the best. In my opinion, by far the best. In my opinion, if you watch my videos, I literally haven't updated this all year for y'all in a video until lately, but whenever I do a best animation video, I always give y'all the sauce on the layups, and it's always been Kyrie Irving because of how it works alongside of Slithery Finisher. If you don't know what Slithery Finisher does, it gives you the best animation possible for every single situation. And Kyrie, if you know how his bag is in real life at the rim, you know Kyrie gets with it at the rim. So yeah, you know he's gonna be doing anything and everything to make that layup. So yeah, Kyrie's layup package might be, for 21, might be one of the best layup packages of all time. It's up there with Long Athlete from 20. It's up there with a lot of different layup packages across the 2Ks. I would probably have to think about that. Somebody actually told me that they would like for me to do tier list of all the animations. If you guys want that video, smash break and destroy the like button. That's all I want to see. Now there's gonna be some people that watch this and see this. Put it in the comments down below. Like button. Alright, next is going to be the best park layups in the game. Now the best park layups in the game, it's only one package. Now some people will argue just take it off, but I would say park layups are actually overpowered. I rarely ever gotten blocked. I rarely ever even got contested on these, and they pretty much never miss. So what I would say about park layups, these are actually pretty glitchy. You know what I'm saying? I've been on a big spam it on me before, and it's really hard to stop. But yeah, it just depends on if you get the right animation, really. But yeah, park layups definitely I would keep on. Alright, next. Now finally I got y'all with the jump shots. I know it's people that's been like, bro, what's going on, bro? He ain't went over the jump shots yet. Hey man, when it comes to the views that I get, I feel like the dunk packages, the dribble animations, those get the most views. But yeah, I got y'all the jump shots. So when it comes to the best jump shot in the game for the whole year, it's been Jumpshot 98 and Dwayne Wade. Those are pretty much the same thing. Now when it comes to doing a custom jump shot, they're gonna be the same base, but the only thing that's different is on the jump shots is the releases. But when you do a custom jump shot, obviously you can pretty much change the releases and stuff like that. So if it's the same base, it's gonna be pretty much the same base. Now what I would say about that is when it comes to doing a custom jump shot, for me 98 is way more consistent at getting greens. It's way more consistent at hitting whites. So that is the one I would recommend more, even with Dwayne Wade being my favorite player. And it's kind of crazy that Dwayne Wade, out of all players, would have the best jump shot in the game. Like, cause he really was never like a shooter, but yeah. Alright, next, now this is for all my spot ups. Now this is gonna be for my spotters, people that want underrated jump shots, that don't want to just use the same jump shot that everybody else. Now 98 I would say is the best jump shot for guards. I wouldn't really say it's really the craziest jump shots for spot ups and stuff like that, but yeah, I would probably say it is the best jump shot in the game in whole, because you can use it on spot ups. But when it comes to underrated jump shots, I got a lot of these. Now this is going to be not only the best jump shot for spotters, but it's going to be best jump shot for people that do use meter. It's going to be the best jump shot for people that just don't want to use 98, because it has a crazy high green window, it has a crazy high make percentage. And yeah, that's Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, I've went over it multiple times. I've tested all the jump shots. 2K Labs has said this is a crazy good jump shot. It's a lot of different people that have tested jump shots and said this is a crazy good jump shot. So it's been battle tested, and yeah, it's probably what I would say is the second best jump shot in the game besides 98. Now when it comes to other jump shots, when it comes to this category of underrated jump shots, I would say Dante Exum, but Tony Parker for sure. Those are two good jump shots also for people that have low 3-point ball ratings. So yeah, if you want to shoot on your slashing playmaker, or two-way slashing playmaker, or your post playmaker, I would recommend a jump shot like Dante Exum or mainly Tony Parker. Alright, so right here I'm pretty much just gonna give you guys pretty much the animations I use for the park and pretty much rec, pro, and whatever you want to say or call it. But yeah, these are the green animations that I use. Jump shot landings, green landings, whatever you want to call it. These are all of the animations that I use for everything I do. So whether I'm on my slashing playmaker, whether I'm on my slasher, my play shot, these are the jump shot landings I have and I believe are the best ones in the game. I'm gonna let these play. Alright, next is going to be the best free throw in the game. The best free throw in the game is Larry Bird. The way I would compare it, Larry Bird is like, if you remember on like games like 2K17, 2K16, 2K15, a lot of people use Rick Barry. This is how I would compare Larry Bird. It's just a crazy good free throw to be able to green if you don't use meter. It's a crazy good free throw. If you're a big man and you have a low free throw rating and you want to green, it's a very good free throw for that. The way I actually found this was on Next Gen, and I just brought it back on Current Gen. So yeah, and I've been using it ever since. So yeah. Alright, now moving on into the shot creator animations. When it comes to the best shot creator animations, we got dribble pull-ups, spin jumpers, and hop jumpers. Y'all know how these go. Now, when it comes to the best dribble pull-ups, there's a lot you can put on. You can go Stephen Curry, which is probably the most popular, Kevin Durant, Nate Robinson. It's a lot of them that you can put on. Now, what I like to do personally is go with a normal or stiff one. Now, why would I do that? That's because when it comes to normal and stiff, those are going to be based off your actual jump shot timing. When you go athletic or an NBA player jump shot, it'll start to sway the timing of your dribble pull-up. And on a game like this, where they pretty much tried to alter the green window as much as possible, and they tried to alter the dribble pull-up timings as much as possible, I liked the stiff and normal more than ever. So yeah, stiff is the best one in my opinion. That's because what I just explained. So yeah, no more need for explanation in my opinion. Alright, next is going to be the best spin jumpers in the game. Now, when it comes to the best spin jumpers in the game, you can go with a lot of these. Nate Robinson, normal, Steph Curry, those are all extremely good spin jumpers. But what I've liked to use lately is literally everything from 5 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 and 11. I've liked 7 through 11 are pretty much like a 5. I don't even know. 2K has done an amazing job on the spin jumpers. Whether these have been the same ones every single year, but they've never, I feel like the spin jumpers really have just never gotten patched. So yeah, I would say there's a lot of options. Now when it comes to people say there's not a variety in this game that you can do, but that probably is true. But if you look from the shot creator standpoint, they've nerfed shot creators this year after the beginning of the game because they were so overpowered, and these still are extremely consistent and versatile when it comes to the options that you can go with. Now, if you thought I went off a lot of options for the spin jumpers, just wait till you see the hop jumpers. Now, when it comes to the hop jumpers, there's one that's pretty much meta. I would say Steph Curry is the only one that's really like meta when it comes to like what everybody uses, the most popular. If I say meta, that's saying like the most popular. That's not saying what's the best. Like on COD, if somebody says meta, that's pretty much saying statistically the best, nigga. Damn. But yeah, when it comes to the hop jumpers, the best hop jumpers, I can't even really, it really depends on what you want. If you go for like trying to combo with your dribble moves, normal 21 is probably the best one, but you can also consider ones like normal 10 and 11. But then when it comes to trying to create as much space as possible, normal 6 and James Harden are extremely good. You know what the James Harden does? It's going to do the double step back, but normal 6 is another good avenue to do that. But if you want to just get as glitchy and cheesy as possible, you can go with the bunny hop normal 14 and go with that one. But then when it comes to the versatility of the hop jumper, you can go with 19 or Nate Robinson. Now, when it comes to 19 and Nate Robinson, Trae Young is also another good one, but I would say 19 is the best one when it comes to versatility. I'm gonna get into that one last. Nate Robinson has a plethora of ones you can do. You got the double step back. You got a lot of different animations you can do. You got the side step, the regular step back, the double step back, and yeah, it's just really a lot of animation. But when it comes to normal 19, you got the Harden step back, the double step back. You got the Curry behind the back on him. You got the regular step back, the side step, the tween step back. It's a lot of different ones you can get out of the normal 19, but the one I've been using a lot lately is normal 6. But like I said, when it comes to the shot creators, y'all have a plethora move, a versatile array of options. So yeah. Alright, next. Now, this is probably the least popular. This is going to be pretty much like the ending of the big man animations and the post square animations. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So when it comes to the best post square animations, I'm going to go over the best post fade, shimmy fade. I don't ever go over the shimmy hook. I don't feel like anyone ever uses that. So that's why, if you guys wanted me to do that, I've said it at the beginning of the video. This is the last time I'm updating it. So yeah. But yeah, when it comes to this post fades, the best post fade, you can go fade 2, fade 3, and fade 4. Fade 2 is just kind of like more balanced of glitchy and good. Fade 3 is extremely glitchy. It's incredibly hard to get contested, and it goes in no matter how you time it. I swear it does. And fade 4 is just extremely easy to get greens, and this is what I like. I probably like this one the most because it's kind of like that D-Wade, that Kobe, that Jordan fade. It's kind of more of like the realistic NBA player fade. So yeah, that's what I would say. Now they even have a Dirk fade, but I would say these 3 are the best options. Alright, next is going to be the best post hooks in the game. When it comes to the best post hooks in the game, you got pretty much 2 options. Fade, I was finna say fade, hook 3 or hook 5. Hook 3 is going to be really good for getting the ball in the air. Hook 5 is going to be really good for just being a faster one, but it's going to be really good for like, it's not going to be fast, should I say. It's going to be slow. Now, when I say slow, it's going to be really good for a slow one, because when it comes to doing a post hook, the reason why you want it to be slow is going to be way harder to time the contest on it as a defender. So it's really up to you. Do you want to cheese the game by making it extremely hard to contest, or do you want to cheese the game by making it extremely hard to be contested? Pretty much the same thing, right? Now, why is that the same thing? Because one is going to be extremely high. So if you're a 7'3" post scorer doing an extremely high post hook, how are you going to be contested? If you're a 7'3" post scorer doing an extremely slow post hook and somebody just jumps at you too early, they won't even get a contest. So it's really just up to you as a post scorer. If you do post hooks, you are a hoe. It's that simple. Alright, next, man, we're getting close to the end of this video. The best post hop shots in the game. Only the real know about these. If you a skilled post scorer, you use these. Post shot shot 7, post shot shot 10. Not really needed of an explanation. If you know type of thing. But yeah, those are by far the best ones. They've been the best ones for so long, since 2K15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, all the way to 21. Even on next gen. That's so crazy to me that these have been literally copied and pasted as the best ones every single year. Alright, next, when it comes to the shimmy fade, RP McMahon, Bean, RP Kobe. This is kind of like the Kobe fade, the Jordan fade, where they do that little shimmy and just fade it off, man. And yeah, this is pretty much the best one in the game, hands down, off that alone. So yeah, I don't even need to say no more. Alright, and last but not least, y'all know what I gotta put at the end of the video every single time. Pretty much the main thing that I want y'all to get from this video, man. Whenever you get a 2, whether you dunking on somebody, whether your teammate dunking on somebody, whether you catching a nasty lob, you gotta let your nuts hang every single time. Now, it's not gonna be the first time I told y'all to do this. Now, if you made it this far into the video, what I want you to put in the comments down below, let your nuts hang. That's all you gotta put. I'm gonna know what you mean. People gonna be confused. Just put it in the comments down below. Now, that's the second time. Earlier, I told y'all to put a certain thing. Now, I'm telling y'all, let your nuts hang. Now, That is going to be everything. I went over everything in this video, from Dribble Animations, Dunk Packages, Jumpshots, Post Square Animations, Shot Creator Animations, Park Animations. I went over everything. If you guys haven't already, smash, break, and destroy the like button. These videos take forever. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on post notifications. Share this video to anybody you think is well. I really would appreciate it. We less than 2K away from hitting 100K. That's all I got to say, man. Hit that sub button, man. Them bars. That's bars, man. Come on, man. Hit that sub button, man, for your boy. I've been going crazy with the uploads. I ain't really been grinding as hard as I could, or as I should. But hey, don't even worry about it. I'm finna get on that grind now. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really been going that crazy for Banger Week, but this is the last video of Banger Week. What I will be doing next on the channel are gonna be very, very nice for what y'all wanna see for 22. I'm not done with 21 videos quite yet. I got a lot in store in the bag. I told y'all I got some legend videos coming up. I got some banger build videos coming up, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's your boy Fitz, man. And I'm about to be, man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
Hey, hey, niggas ain't gotta respect, niggas just gotta accept. I put that top left, I love my Crowley to death. Hype Williams, Lil X, if you don't say it direct, give a fuck. Yeah, yeah. I put some ice on her hand.
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple.